AMD reporting a strong, no, super strong quarter, sending shares much higher. Of course, when it was first announced, the stock was actually down. A lot of this is around AI adoption. We're also going to have the PC. CEO Lisa Su joins us now, first on CNBC, to discuss the quarter. Hey, Lisa, it's great to see you.
Hey, good morning. It's great to see you guys.
Okay, so Lisa, on page 5 of your conference call, using the fact set, you say something that I think was kind of jaw-dropping. I don't know if people understood that. You said, as a result, we now expect data center GPU, data center, Dave, that's important, okay, that's the AI there, revenue to exceed $4.5 billion, up from $4 billion that you guided in April. You just guided up $500 million in one quarter?
Well, first of all, we had a very strong second quarter. Very excited about the traction that we're seeing. It is all about AI. You know, I know that you guys were talking about AI in the earlier segment. There's no question that AI is like the biggest technology advance over the last 50 years, and we're very excited to be helping power that foundation. So yes, we were able to had a very strong data center quarter. We more than doubled our data center revenue in the second quarter, and we see strong growth into the second half of the year. So part of that is acceleration in our AI growth, and that's what allowed us to increase our guidance from greater than $4 billion 90 days ago to greater than $4.5 billion for the year. Extraordinary
guide up. Now, one of the things that has bothered people ever since the Alphabet call was the notion of like, well, we better build it because they might come, and if not, we're going to fall behind. When I listen to your call and I listen to you, I feel it's the opposite. I think customers are desperate for compute power, whether it be from you or NVIDIA. They got to have it, which, of course, you're taking share when it comes to some parts. Is it not true that the real issue is can you meet compute demand?
It is absolutely true that compute is really the foundation for what unlocks all of this, AI capability. It is true that the supply chain is very tight right now, and frankly, people need more compute. We're in a very, very strong position in the sense that we're continuing to ramp up our MI300, which is our AI compute chip. But we also see actually, broader demand trends that say even in traditional compute that had taken, a little bit of a slower start for the year has actually now seen some very positive signals. So we see that on the traditional data center CPU side as well. So overall, when I talk to CEOs and CIOs across the enterprise, I think this is an opportunity to invest. It's an opportunity to invest to really capture, all of the capability of, AI, and it's also an opportunity to refresh, data centers that have been aging for some time. So these are some of the trends that we're excited about going into the second half.
So, Lisa, maybe because you're a plain-spoken person like my friend David Faber, both from Queens, I might add. Can you please explain to people that even though AI is not necessarily curing cancer or putting a man on Jupiter right now, it is integral to many of the organizations that you deal with and talk to every day?
Absolutely. First of all, it's great to see, David and Carl as well. When I look at AI, I really look at AI as trying to really help every enterprise, every company, every sector really become more productive. And we see it in many different ways, from simple things. You'll hear people talk about call centers and customer response, and I call those, very low-hanging fruit, to much more complex things like, designing better chips. That's something that, we do and our semiconductor peers do, or designing better factories, or actually even helping discover the next big drug discoveries and the healthcare things that you mentioned. I do think this is a long-term arc, so people are always expecting things that happen overnight. This won't happen overnight, but the time to invest is now, so that we see the payoff in the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-year time frame, and that's what companies are doing because we see the huge potential for using AI in all of our businesses.
Lisa, it is David. Back to the M1300 and the guide to $4.5 billion that Jim pointed out that I think is being embraced by investors. I've had a couple this morning actually ask why it isn't even higher, given if you annualize the quarter and you add in a growth rate, it would seemingly get you perhaps as high as $5 billion. Are you being conservative?
Well, David, the way we look at these things is, we call it like it is today. And what we see is it was very important when we started the year to pass some important customer milestones. We have some great partnerships out there. We've talked about Microsoft being a very strong partner for us across the data center and especially in AI. We've talked about Meta. We've talked about Oracle. We've talked about a lot of the OEM partners as well that have adopted MI300, and we wanted to go through some of the key milestones. So the fact that we're sitting here at the middle of the year and calling over 4.5 billion for the full year, I think is a great place to be, thinking about just where we are in this trajectory, and we'll continue to call it like it is as we see every quarter.
This came up, something about a high bandwidth memory problem that had you losing some yield. It was not you, it was related to a supplier. Was that an issue that's been resolved, or is there anything you can comment on or clarify?
David, I would say that there's a lot of noise in the system, and I would really not pay attention to those kinds of things. These are extremely complex products. I mean, MI300 is like over 150 billion transistors. Of course, we're always working things real time, but as far as, we look at this is a very, very successful production ramp. We're very excited. We're seeing MI300 now in our customers' data centers in volume, running production traffic, giving great results, and that's what gives us the confidence for the growth trajectory in the second half of the year.